Jeff Stibel, Breakpoint, Why the Web Will Implode, Search Will Be Obsolete, and everything else you need to know about technology is in your brain. Welcome to the fascinating world of networks and their immense power in shaping our lives, as unraveled in Jeff Stibel's book, Breakpoint. Prepare to delve into the mysterious realms of social species like bees, ants, and humans, while exploring the role of collective intelligence within these networks. We will journey through the 3 developmental stages of networks, study the dynamics of successful networks, and understand the extraordinary growth of the internet as it hurtles towards its breakpoint. In simple, engaging terms, we will dissect the layers beneath these intricate networks and contemplate the future of human brain and internet synergy.
Thriving in connected communities. Entertaining the idea of escaping to a secluded desert island in pursuit of isolation may sound tempting, but living in networks is key to success for most species. A stunning 99.9% of species that ever lived became extinct, but those that survived and thrived were social species, like bees, ants, and humans. These species compose only 3 to 5% of all species, but they dominate habitats on land due to their collective intelligence. Combining varied skills and abilities in a network leads to greater accomplishments than working alone. For instance, while the ingredients of a cake are unpalatable individually, together, they create a delectable treat. Similarly, an ant on its own is not remarkably intelligent, but within its network, it can construct intricate nests and establish basic agriculture and public health systems. Being a part of a network provides the foundation for success and progress in both the natural and human worlds. The 3 stages of network development. Networks, from ant colonies to human brains, follow 3 developmental stages: growth, breakpoint, and equilibrium. Initially, networks grow rapidly, consuming all available resources. This growth continues until it becomes detrimental, leading to the breakpoint. Networks must exceed this limit to identify it, akin to the process of trial and error. Once a network surpasses the breakpoint, it undergoes a pruning process to achieve equilibrium, ideally reaching the perfect size for its environment. This entire process shapes the successful development and functioning of a network. A network's journey starts with a period of exponential growth, aiming to consume surrounding resources before any competitors can. Consider the human brain, where a fetus generates an astounding 250,000 brain cells per minute. This rapid expansion sets the stage for the next phase, the breakpoint. Reaching the breakpoint means surpassing the limit of beneficial growth. Identifying this point often requires trial and error, similar to the process of determining the perfect temperature to bake bread. Networks must first exceed this limit to recognize it. Following the breakpoint, networks undergo a pruning process, ultimately settling into a state of equilibrium. Here, networks achieve an optimal size within their environment, like the 18,000 neurons needed for a sea slug's brain or the 1 trillion for a cat's. This equilibrium paves the way for a network's effective functioning. Quality trumps size in networks. In the world of networks, size is not everything. Dinosaurs, for example, became extinct while smaller species like insects and rodents survived. Similarly, networks need the right balance between growth and optimization. Reaching an equilibrium is crucial. After this point, growing further can even be dangerous, as seen in our brains consuming 20% of our energy. When equilibrium is reached, networks focus on quality, shedding excess connections and strengthening the essential ones. This development in quality, rather than size, ultimately contributes to the intelligence and success of such networks. Network success secrets. Successful networks like the internet and ant colonies thrive on self-organization and decentralized leadership. A key factor in their efficiency is the absence of a centralized figure controlling every aspect. Instead, each member is aware of their tasks and duties, which avoids the need for micromanagement. The growth of Wikipedia, with its crowdsourced content, is an exemplary model of a thriving network. Communication is another crucial aspect of a successful network, ensuring information is shared among participants. Ants use pheromones to communicate, while humans rely on language for information exchange. Sigmund Freud recognized the importance of communication in the development of civilization, emphasizing the value of language in shaping complex social structures. Effectively, a network's self-organization stems from clear and efficient communication channels among its members. Web growth, balancing Breakpoint. The Internet saw meteoric growth from 0 websites in 1993 to 600 million in just under 2 decades. Although impressive, this growth also led the Internet to its breakpoint, faced with issues like reduced user-friendliness due to excessive content and the decline of computer users browsing the web. Current trends indicate users favor simpler, quicker, and more user-friendly apps. Another challenge is energy consumption, with the Internet projected to consume 20% of the world's power, potentially causing grid collapse or accelerating climate change. To reach equilibrium and improve quality, the web needs to slow down and find a sustainable balance that benefits society. Unveiling the web-brain connection. The striking similarities between the human brain and the Internet emphasize their interconnected nature. As search engines like Google rely on links, quality, and relevance to provide users with accurate results, our brains function in a similar way, utilizing interconnected neurons to find essential pieces of information. With advancements in technology, the connection between our brains and the Internet could become more profound, potentially leading to direct brain-computer interfacing. This would enable the massive knowledge resource of the Internet to be linked with our brain, laying the foundation for a genuinely intelligent network akin to the brain and the ant colony. When examining the powerful connections made possible by the web, it's crucial to explore how the Internet and the human brain share striking similarities. Search engines, such as Google, utilize interconnected linking systems that determine the importance of websites based on the quality and quantity of links redirecting to them. This approach mirrors our brain's search processes, where neurons with the most extensive connections activate first when recalling information. As technological advancements continue, the bond between our brain and the Internet may grow stronger, eventually allowing the Internet to predict our desires and answer our questions before we ask. The direct connection between the brain and computers could hasten this development. Researchers have already succeeded in connecting a paralyzed woman's brain to a computer, enabling her to command a robotic arm and switch devices on through mere thoughts. The key to further advancements lies in endowing computers with genuine intelligence to form strong links with the human brain. In fact, this goal isn't too far from being realized, as a computer named Spawn has already been developed with a neural network similar to our own. Achieving this would make the Internet a truly intelligent network, much like our brain or an ant colony, augmenting our cognitive capabilities and bolstering the human-web connection.
As we sum up our voyage through Breakpoint, we can now appreciate the importance of networks and collective intelligence in shaping the world around us. Key takeaways include the need for self-organization, decentralized leadership, and effective communication in successful networks, and the intriguing parallels between the human brain and the Internet. We also witnessed rapid growth and expansion are significant for network efficiency until it reaches the breakpoint, where quality takes precedence. As the world embarks on further developments towards truly intelligent networks, we stand on the brink of a new era of synergistic collaborations between the human brain and the ever-evolving Internet.